what made you come to Bexhill tonight?
You asked me.
I asked you. You couldn't resist. You couldn't resist. I thought you were absolutely amazing and so energetic in your with the Hope Sussex homeschooling hub, but much more beyond that. You're really big in the movement generally. And did you always like Dolly Parton?
I loved Dolly Parton. I loved her music.
That must have been a big disappointment for you.
Huge disappointment.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw her singing that song, I was so furious. And a friend of mine, Debbie Cutting, who's fantastic at rewriting lyrics, she's just got a talent for it.
Right.
And as I've said before, we've got about 10 songs. They're not all Dolly Parton.
Right.
We've got Tina Turner's "Rolling on a River." We've rewritten that for Rona with. And we've got we wanted to do COVID the musical.
Yeah.
And it will come at some point. We will do it.
Yeah.
So she'd done those songs before, and then when Vaccine, Dolly Parton rewrote that, I just said, "You've got to rewrite it for me, Debbie. You've got to do that." And she came up with that, and it's just fabulous. I think it's wonderful.
And I suppose most of our favourite artists in our music collections at home have disappointed us.
Oh,
I mean, from Barbara Streisand for the works. Very few have spoken out. I mean, why do you think that is? Why are these like rock stars so compliant?
I think they've either gone through serious MK Ultra mind control, and as I think Dolly Parton has herself.
Right.
Or they basically are happy to just shut up and take the money. They're not willing to sacrifice their livelihoods.
Yeah. And what do you think happens to artists that maybe do speak out and know too much?
Oh, they're vilified, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like everybody else. It doesn't matter what profession you work in. I mean, look at Andrew Wakefield. You speak out against the agenda, and that's it.
And a good example would be Ian Brown from the Stone Roses.
Yeah.
I mean, he was speaking out quite a lot at first, early on, but then he's just stopped. And then he started again a bit later, but it seemed like he was told by somebody, "You've got to stop what you're doing." Yeah. So we only had Right Said Fred, who you've got coming to. They're not singing. Well, maybe that's a good thing.
They're not singing. Have you heard their new song? I love their new song. Really godsend. I love it. It's brilliant.
Right.
But they're hosting the main stage and introducing the acts, and they're great guys. They're so funny.
Brilliant,
they're very comical as well. So that'll be really good having them.
Fantastic guys.
Yeah.
Fantastic guys. And do you see any more wakening up with artists recently? Just like we've been talking tonight about how. No.
I mean, Eric Clapton obviously he had awful side effects from. So he's spoken out.
Van
Morrison obviously has spoken out.
Yeah. And what summed it up for me was the Smiths. So you had Morrissey, who's been speaking out against all these New World Order things, whereas Johnny Marr, the guitarist, he's just, and he was always seen as the more kind of rebellious one in a way, but he just goes along with all the crap. And is it because they're being told that they should be saying this, or is it that actually they were never really rebellious at all, that they were not very...
A lot of them, if they are under management and they are under contracts, they are silenced in that way. But again, I could not allow myself to not speak out. There's just no way I could do that. I'd sacrifice everything.
And your Dolly Parton cover, it must be your biggest hit.
Yeah, well, I did a second one as well.
Right.
So the second one is Here We Go Again. And I was in the car and Omicron had been announced on the radio. And then immediately after, Dolly Parton's song, Here You Come Again, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that's it. Here we go again. So that's another one I've done.
Yeah.
You have to search on YouTube, Country Girl. Here we go again. I've also got to mention the Voices of Freedom Choir.
Yes.
So I started the choir.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Josephine Davies, wrote a beautiful freedom song. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we've recorded that, and it's on the website. You can find it on the website, Harbour Pivotal Events. It's on the collaborators page, and I'm hoping that lots of people will listen to it, sing along, learn it, and then we can get as many voices as possible.
Oh yes, so we do a recording,
and we can hear, and everybody can sing it together. That's the plan.
Yeah, so it's a composition, especially for hope.
For the freedom
choir.
movement, for all of us.
Yeah.
Lyrics
I'll try and sing along.
Good. I'll have a mic. So Hope is obviously huge. It's a continual project. There's 3 of us that are directors and founders, Sadie, Donna and myself. We have a wonderful core team of families and parents that help us as well. But that project itself is massive. Obviously the Freedom Festival. I am working with Louise Crayfield with her Heat and Eat campaign.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
So I haven't got to the stage yet where we're in rehearsals, but the plan is Debbie Cutting, who wrote the lyrics for and Here We Go Again. She's rewritten the lyrics because I was in Oliver 11 years ago at Drury Lane, and when Louise found this out, she was like, "Oh my gosh, we've got to do Food Glorious Food." So I'm getting the lyrics to that rewritten, and the plan is that we're getting the kids to flash mob in different constituencies, singing the song, just so that we can bring to light Louise's incredible campaign. So that's in the pipeline. We've also got my gorgeous drama group at Hope. We're putting on Shrek, a big play on the 15th of July. So that's it's a full-on production. So I've got that going on as well. I run my own business with my husband. Got 3 kids. I do UK column.
How did you start getting into the UK column then?
So my mum sent my vaccine.
Your mum's your agent,
My mum,
isn't she?
she's like my agent. She's like that pushy parent. She sent my video to David Scott. And was like, you need to play it. You need to play it.
I remember them playing that. Actually, that was your.
So he played that, and then he interviewed me, and we did an hour-long interview. And then on Boxing Day, last year Boxing Day, he phoned me up and said, "We'd love to have you as a guest speaker on the show." And we're expanding the channel, and having new faces and stuff. So I said, okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah, no, it works well because I find I tend to listen to UK column news for about 25 minutes, half an hour, and then switch it off. Just often I've been working, doing some, time of day when we're working. So to liven it up by having guests like you or Debbie coming in, going into sort of commentary, because you're obviously not doing news, are you? You're commenting.
My opinion comes across as well.
But
it's great. I get to pick lots of different subjects.
You looked at your most at home on Monday because you're just talking about the music festival coming up, which is that's your main.
That's my main. Being a performer,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm coming up on Saturday the 30th.
Oh yeah.
Just a day ticket. I'm hopeless at camping. Are you going to come, Simon?
Are you a bit precious? You don't like to camp?
I just like to be.
You like a home comfort. You like your bed.
I'm afraid so. Yeah.
Well, David Scott's going to be there.
Well.
And Brian's going to be there. So they'll be there, interviewing all the different artists. It's going to be great.
And do you know what? You really deserve to have a big thing there because you've done an awful lot of hard work to get to where you are, and it's almost going to be like a celebration, isn't it?
Oh yeah, huge celebration.
The atmosphere is. I think we can afford ourselves just to have a celebration party.
Oh my gosh, we deserve it.
After all we've been through. And show that we're the positive people. We're the people who want to be human. We're the people who want to have fun. We're the people that want to just do what we're put on this earth to do.
Enjoy life. That's what I was saying to people. You're not living. You're just existing. If you're locking yourself in a room, that's not living. You might as well be dead because you're just not. You're just existing. That's not. That's you weren't put on this planet to do that.
It's like the white rose stickers. Save lives, stop living, isn't it? Yeah. Have you been putting any stickers up?
I stick up all the time. I drive my children mad. I'll be getting a parking ticket.
Yeah.
The sticker will go on. They'll go, oh, for God's sakes, not again.
How old are
I
your
drive
children?
them mad. Yeah.
How old are your children?
Molly's 18.
Okay.
Poppy's nearly 14 in a couple of weeks, and Tommy's 10.
What do they think of you doing? They must be really proud of you.
Yeah, they are. They
Either
are.
proud or embarrassed.
Yeah, both. Definitely both. But they've, apart from Tommy, he's a bit young, but both my girls have attended quite a few marches.